Hello friends, welcome once again. This video is regarding various type of order entries in BSE and NSE. What are the order types available? What are the product type you can select, and what is the validity you can put in the system? So this is the BSE order entry in front of you. So in BSE, we have two types of order which is regularly used by every person who is dealing in the market: regular lot and stop loss order. Stop loss is for the stop loss, and regular lot is for normal entry which you have to put. Then here comes the total quantity and the price you have to put. In your personal app or in your personal ODN ID, this client code will not come. Then we have the product type. Product type is we can select product type, margin and delivery. These are the two product types which are normally used by the investors. Then we have the validity. In validity we have various types of validity. Generally by default people use validity end of session. This means whatever order you are putting at 3:30, that order will be deleted. Next option is end of today. End of today means that whatever order you are putting, if you are putting at end of today, then that order will be there in the system till 4 p.m. That is, in the post closing session also the order will be there in the system. After that it will be deleted. Then we have IOC. IOC stands for immediate or cancel. Suppose if you want to buy 5,000 shares of a company at a particular price, say at a price of 283, so you can put this immediate or cancel order. Whatever quantity comes at the rate of 283, that much will be bought by the system and balance order will be cancelled automatically. This is useful when there is a big quantity buy or sell order. So this is and one more option is that is the good till day order. In this you can put good till day, GTD. In this you can put orders which will be valid up to a date which is reflected in the system. You can change this date. Just now on today, the date is coming of 9 September. You can change it to whatever date you like. So good till day order you can put. Suppose if you want to buy Indiabull Housing Finance at the rate of say 260, then you can put the order. But what you have to remember while putting the good till day order, this price should be within the daily upper circuit or lower circuit limit of that particular script. Only then this order will go in the system, otherwise it will be rejected. Now we come to NSE. NSE also we have regular lot, stop loss order, regular lot order and stop loss order. Then we have the delivery and margin. Then the validity is there. Here we also have the day or immediate or cancelled. Here we don't have that end of today option, that is there in the BSE. That is the order will be there at up to 4 p.m. that is a post closing session. Here also we have that good till day order, that is also there in NSE. Just now it is not coming, maybe because of some technical reason, but that is also there always. Now we see there is one column, this disclose quantity. In the software there is an option if you are putting say a rate of, if you are putting order say for 1000 shares in NSE, then you can put a disclose quantity also. So disclose quantity, minimum 10% you have to disclose. So if there is a big size order, say 10,000 shares somebody is buying, he doesn't want to disclose a big order, then he can put a disclose quantity of 1000 order. So that is about the feature of disclose quantity. Now we come to the stop loss order. In BSE and NSE both segment, the stop loss order is same type only. Here you have to put two price. In stop loss order you have to put two price. One is the trigger price and another is the market price at which you will like to sell the shares. Suppose if you are doing some intraday transactions, then generally traders put a stop loss order. Suppose today if I bought shares of say speak at the rate of 65. If I think if the rate goes below 63, then I want to sell these shares, then you can put this stop loss order. Stop loss you have to decide. First is the trigger price. You think if goes below 63, then you will sell. Then 63 is the trigger price. Then you have to decide about the market price at that it should be sold. Since this is 63 rupees order, you can put a 50 paisa difference. If the market is volatile, then it is advisable to put a difference of say even 1 rupee also. So whatever price is there, once the market touches the 63 price, whatever price is there, at that price the order will be executed by the system. Not necessarily it will go at rupees 62 only. This is about sell side stop loss order. You can put a buy side stop loss order also. Suppose if you short sell something, or you think at this particular rate there will be new upward trend in that particular script, then you could put a buy side stop loss order also. In buy side, say suppose if the speak goes above rupees 67, then you would like to buy further 5,000 shares, then you can put a buy side stop loss order. That is at 67, you will like to buy another 5,000 share up to rupees 68. So this is about the buy side stop loss order. Then there is one more thing. If you don't put a price here in regular lot order, if you don't put any price, then the order will be executed at the market rate. Whatever rate is available, at that rate the order will be executed. This is because many times you put a small quantity order at a particular price, but there is a very small seller at that price, then you have to again revise the order, go into the pending order and again revise it. So this is an option which you can use for giving a market rate order. So that is all about the BSE NSE order type, product type and validity. I hope this video will be useful to you. If you have any queries, do get back to me. Do like and subscribe my channel, and also share this video with your other new investors. Thank you. Have a nice day.